Look like Emma Meesseman is definitely headed to the WNBA. Could she be potentially teaming up?
Dana Bonner thought she was making power moves when she quit the Indiana Fever. Now she's watching from the sidelines while Emma Meesseman might join the team she abandoned. The same Fever that's now championship contenders with Caitlin Clark. Talk about perfect timing, right? Bonner's career decisions are looking more questionable by the day. This situation is absolutely wild. Do you think Dana Bonner regrets quitting the Fever now that they're becoming a destination for elite players like Emma Meesseman? Oh man, where do I even start? With this mess, we've got Dana Bonner sitting at home probably refreshing her phone every 5 minutes hoping some team will throw her a lifeline while Emma Meesseman is getting courted by half the league, including the very team Bonner decided to quit on. The irony is so thick you could cut.
Date as well. Shout out to Annie Constable with First Office Sports because she simply put out an article that has just shook down of WNBA fans all over the country. Let's pull it up right now. So this is Annie Constable X account, man, and it's pretty much breaking down exactly what has been happening, man, with this whole DeWanna Bonner situation and Emma Meesseman. Now, word on the street is that Emma Meesseman, has been receiving offers from several WNBA teams. Did a video a couple months ago letting you guys know how the Fever should have been trying to sign her.
Let's break down exactly what happened here because this story has more twist than a soap opera. Dana Bonner, two-time WNBA champion, decided she was too good for the Indiana Fever and just up and quit mid-season. Not asked for a trade, not had a meeting with management, just straight up quit. Like she was working at a fast food restaurant and got tired of dealing with difficult customers. Now, Emma Meesseman, one of the most talented players in the world, is considering a return to the WNBA. And guess which team is being mentioned as a potential destination? That's right, the same Indiana Fever that Bonner thought wasn't worth her time. The same team that's now building something special around Caitlin Clark and looking like a legitimate championship contender. Emma Meesseman isn't just any player either. This woman is a former finals MVP who can play multiple positions, shoot from anywhere on the court, and brings championship experience to whatever team she joins. She's exactly the type of veteran presence that could take the Fever to the next level. And here's the kicker. She might actually want to play with Clark and be part of something special.
Multiple sources, the interest in Meesseman, who is considering a return to the WNBA, but has not definitely made up her mind. It stands across the league, man. Contenders like Minnesota, New York, and even Phoenix have the best shots. This is what they saying. And landing the 2019 Finals MVP, there was an expectation around the league that Bonner could end up in Phoenix. And according to multiple sources, DeWanna Bonner discussions around signing her to two-time WNBA was excluded. Bonner is a two-time WNBA champion, but as of right now, there's not a lot of teams.
Meanwhile, Dana Bonner can't even get a phone call from teams. According to reports, there's not a lot of interest in signing her, and it's pretty obvious why. When you quit on a team mid-season, that sends a message to the entire league about your character and professionalism. Teams don't want players who are going to bail when things get tough or when they don't get their way. The timing of all this is absolutely perfect from a karma perspective. Bonner quits the Fever, thinking she's making some kind of statement. And now the Fever are positioned to potentially sign one of the best players in the world. It's like she cleared a roster spot for someone infinitely better than her.
Okay, the moment you've been waiting for. We had so much talent on the court, so much talent, but we do have to pick one MVP. So averaging 18 points a game in these finals, almost 5 rebounds a game, 22 points tonight, and she did it all series off the bench. Emma Meesseman, your MVP.
Let's talk about what Emma Meesseman would bring to Indiana. First off, she's a legitimate post presence who can score in the paint, something the Fever have been missing. She's also an excellent passer who would complement Clark's playmaking perfectly. Having two players who can create for others makes any offense exponentially more dangerous. Meesseman can also stretch the floor with her shooting, which would open up driving lanes for Clark and create more space for everyone else to operate. She's basically the perfect modern big who can do everything you need from that position. The fact that she might want to join this Fever team shows how much the franchise's stock has risen. The contrast between Bonner and Meesseman couldn't be more stark. One player quit when things got challenging, while the other is considering joining a team because she sees the potential for something great. One player put herself before the team, while the other has always been known as a cons mate, professional who makes her teammates better. What makes this even more embarrassing for Bonner is that she quit right when the Fever were starting to figure things out. She didn't stick around to see if the team could turn the corner. She just bailed at the first sign of adversity. Now she gets to watch as the team she abandoned potentially adds elite talent and makes a playoff run. The Fever fans are absolutely loving the situation, and you can't blame them. They had to deal with a player quitting on their team, and now they might get a massive upgrade in return. It's like trading in a broken down car and somehow getting a luxury vehicle as a replacement. Indiana's front office probably couldn't have scripted this better if they tried. They get rid of a player who didn't want to be there and potentially add someone who actually wants to contribute to what they're building. That's addition by subtraction, and then some. The league-wide perception of how Bonner handled her exit from Indiana is clearly affecting her ability to find a new team. When you quit mid-season, you're essentially telling every other franchise that you might do the same thing to them if circumstances don't go your way. That's not exactly the kind of player teams are lining up to sign. Hey, Emma Meesseman's interest in potentially joining the WNBA and specifically being linked to teams like Indiana shows that elite players are starting to take notice of what's happening with the Fever. Clark's impact goes beyond just her individual play. She's making the entire organization more attractive to other top-tier talent. The fact that contenders like Minnesota, New York, and Phoenix are also reportedly interested in Meesseman makes this even more significant. She could choose to join an established championship contender, but the possibility that she might pick Indiana shows how much the franchise's trajectory has changed. For Bonner, this has to be the ultimate what-if scenario. What if she had stuck it out with the Fever? What if she had been part of the team that potentially lands a player like Meesseman? What if she had been patient and trusted the process instead of taking her ball and going home? The WNBA is a small league where reputation matters tremendously. When you quit on a team, word gets around quickly and it affects how other organizations view you. Bonner is learning this lesson the hard way as she sits at home, while her former team potentially adds elite talent. Meesseman's potential addition would be huge for Clark's development. 2. Having a veteran player of that caliber to learn from would be invaluable for a player in only her second professional season. The mentorship and championship experience Meesseman could provide would benefit the entire young core. The defensive impact Meesseman shouldn't be overlooked either. She's a smart defender who communicates well and can guard multiple positions. Adding that kind of defensive presence to a team that's already shown improvement on that end could make them a real problem.